Welcome back, viewers of AVG News. I am back with a broadcast which is not at all pleasing. I've just had reports from various areas uh, about the looming xenophobic violence, threats thereof, in a number of places in South Africa, all of them around Gauteng. The first report is from Roodeport, where we are told that members of Operation Dudula have been visiting places where migrants are resident, especially those that are occupied by Zimbabweans. They have been to sheikhs in a number of areas around Roodeport, giving people an ultimatum that they should leave South Africa. They should not only leave that particular area, but they should leave the whole of South Africa within the next week, failure to which they will have their sheikhs burned down, their property destroyed, and violence meted on them. It is a serious report, and we are told that when these people went to these areas, they were in the company of members of the South African Police Service, members of the Metro, and a local councillor who all seemed to be in agreement with these xenophobes who are threatening these people. Surprisingly, they are only threatening African migrants, and they have told them that if they do not leave by the prescribed time frame, they will be attacked, their property will be destroyed, and their sheikhs will be burned down. The other worrying report that we are getting is that in Alex, members of the so-called Dudula movement have for the past 2 months not been allowing members of the migrant community to operate there, especially those who are in the informal trade area, including those who sell vegetables, those who sell masks, and those who are operating saloons. They beat up people, according to what we've been told, took away their saloon keys, and have not been allowing them to operate. Even those that are trying to do people's hair on the streets are also being attacked. They're not allowed at all to operate. Reports have been made to the police, but apparently the police are not doing anything about it. They are letting this just go ahead, which means in a way that the police are complicit in these attacks. We also got some worrying reports that in Soweto, members of the migrant community who are running spaza shops, these are your tuck shops, convenience shops, have also been given an ultimatum that they should leave that area by the 8th of this month, which is Wednesday. Failure to which they will have their goods taken away, they will have their goods looted, they will have their shops looted, they will have their shops even burnt down, and they may face attacks. This is quite a worrying issue because we've seen previously what happens when these attacks happen. And the worrying factor is that the South African government seems to be very mum when it comes to this. We have seen as officials speak with forked tongues. You hear the president saying these vigilante groups are operating illegally and should not be allowed, but on the ground, nothing is being done to try and curtail their operations. We have seen Operation Dudula launching branches and provincial structures almost in every South African province, and they've been threatening that once they've established themselves all over the country, they will meet instant justice on migrants. In fact, it's instant injustice, because what they are doing is flying in the face of the Pan-Africanism that the South African ruling party, the ANC, claims to be representing. We have, of course, seen some opposition parties like the Democratic Alliance, the Economic Freedom Fighters, coming out in support of migrants. But that also has not been enough, because behind the scenes, out of the glare of the media, the attacks are continuing, the threats are continuing, and the police are doing absolutely nothing about it. So this calls for serious engagement with the South African government, serious engagement with local community groupings, serious engagements with human rights groups in South Africa, to make sure that human life is spared, people's property is spared, and this xenophobia is nipped in the bud. So these are the reports that we've been getting, and these are reports that we decided should be given out to you, provided wherever you are, there are these kinds of threats, or there are others that we have not heard about. Please feel free to send those via the comment section below, so that we can report on them. But we do not only stop there. We are trying to engage with those NGOs that are working with migrant groups to ensure that the safety of migrants is in a way guaranteed. So this is what we wanted to relay to you. Please subscribe to this channel, share this video and like it, and also do share with us the mood wherever you are, and the challenges that you are facing as members of the migrant community, and your suggested solutions, should there be any. But we'll also make sure that we reach out far and wide to try and report on some of these issues, and we'll begin to go out there to interview people, to capture the situation as it happens, so that we are not only caught in this armchair kind of reporting, but also reach out to those people who are in need of media coverage. So feel free to contact us and tell us where you are, so that we can come and cover your situation. Thank you very much.